I want to look at a good source for finding taxon images. And so I'm going to share my screen at this point. Not that that's very exciting. And hopefully try and get rid of this stuff there. What I'm looking at here is the Wikidata item for a little shrimp called Natatolana oculata. Now I can see that it's got several articles in other languages, certainly not one in English. I can see no image for it. And I can see no, let's go up a bit. It doesn't have any multilingual sites, which probably means it doesn't have an image at all. I could go searching for under the name of Natatolana oculata in Wikicommons. So I'll find my Wikicommons and I'll look for Natatolana oculata. Natatolana oculata, I think it was. And nothing is coming up. So in fact, it's pretty evident it's not there, or it's not there under that name. Sometimes you find things after the event, but it looks like we haven't got an image. So I'm going to go hunting for it. And I'm working on this group of shrimps at the moment. And so I'm going to look in Gbif, because Gbif is a very good source. And that's where I want to take you to. So Gbif, clicking on the ID takes me to Natatolana oculata. I need to get rid of this if I hope I didn't do anything disastrous. I want to look at the gallery in particular, and there's nothing much there, so I'll just look at this one. US National Museum, I think, tells us it's collected in Argentina. We've got a map for it, which is great. And we've got two images, which is really good. We've got they're sized and they're nicely done. And we're in business because it's a Creative Commons 0.1.0. That means we can put it up. So at this point, I will go and save them. And I might turn off my recording at this point because I'm going to I have to save them to my disk, and then I have to upload them into the Commons. And so I'm going to then go to the uploading process in the Commons. So let me just I'm going to stop the screen share for the moment because it won't be terribly interesting. Stop share, and I'm going to stop recording, or I'm going to, okay, I'm going to start again. I've downloaded them and now I'm going to upload them, which is a complex and messy process. So I'm going to go to my screen again, share screen, and magic word share, thank you. And these are the images and I want to upload them. So I'm going to find my, let's see if I can manage to get to where I want to be. Download, okay. I'm hunting for the Wikimedia sign here. No. Why have I not got it? Okay, let's go. Here we go, file. So you can recognize the symbol, I can anyway, and it's worthwhile being able to do that. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to choose the button here, upload file. And hopefully it will, and I select my media files. Now I save them like that, and they're looking good. And in some ways, one of the hardest things to do in Wikipedia is actually to add images. I'm not going to add any more. I'm going to continue. They're not my own work. So where did they come from? Well, they came from this piece of occurrence data. So I'm in the upload phase here. They came from there. Do we have an original author? Person who took the photo, painted the picture, drew the drawing. That is often not clear from this stuff. we know who collected it. He's not necessarily the person who took the photograph. Well, it says creator Adrian James Tester. We'll go with that. That's happily there. So we're in our upload phase, and we reckon the author is that. Now, he may not have, it doesn't matter about the time. Why are we permitted to use it? We're permitted to use it because I think it's a CC naught. Checking back our current data. Yes, CC naught. So 1.0, we're in business. To the upload. CC naught. We don't have to even attribute it, though I personally think we should. And we go to next. I'm going to give myself a space for that. And it's Natatolana oculata. And I'm going to put in the fact that it's this from here. Upload. Perhaps I shouldn't have done this. That's the website which would appear anyway. We need the museum as well. So let's get it. It's from the Smithsonian. What we need is the specimen number. I'm looking for the upload. And I'm going to leave it at that. We've given people enough information, and we're going to take the date as being the original date for this. It was collected, gosh, (1964) on day 12. So we'll take that as our time. 1964 02 12, and I'm going to add a category, Natatolana oculata. Now that'll come up as red, not worried about that. We'll turn it into blue in a wee moment. And I always like to credit myself with what I do. I like to have an idea of how many uploads I've done by Margaret R. Donald. And we're going to copy the information to all of the things. So copy the title, no. Copy caption, description, copy date, copy categories. We haven't put in a location, that's fine. And we're going to use the magic word copy. And we're going to try and publish the files now. And it's now asking us if we want to say depicts, and we do want to depict it as Natatolana oculata. And it's come up, and we're going to copy. Now we're going to publish the data for all files, and that means that we've uploaded them with any luck. And now we've got them there. Now, if we click on this, the very first one, it'll do. What we'll find is that we have a red link for this. And ideally, we would like to link this to Wikidata. We'd like to set up all of the hierarchy for this so that other people can find it. And that's really part of what I'm wanting to talk about. So I'm going to go here, and it says I'm creating a category. I use create source, and I do Wikidata info box. And then because it's a taxon and because it's at the species level, I can go category, Natatolana, vertical mark, oculata. And I publish that page. And it's now both of them are in there because we gave that both of them that same red category. What we haven't got is no Wikidata ID found, but we can deal with that easily now because we go add some links. Now we know that it's on NL Wiki, I think. So we're just going to go NL Wiki. And we're going to type in the name. Oh, helps if you can spell. Netherlands Wiki. And the page is Natatolana. Natatolana. That's why I always sound these out. Natatolana oculata. And yes, there was a page, so we're going to link with the page. And you can see there's a whole pile of, there's a number of pages that talk about this taxon. And I'm going to close the dialog and reload the page. So I've done something really useful there. I've actually linked it into Wikidata. So if I go to our Wikidata item, you'll see some things there. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to grab this one here will do. I'm going to go to our Wikidata item and I'm going to add a property. And the property is, I can get up there. Property I'm going to add is image. I'm going to add both of these images. Not sure which one I've got there. And that one's come up. Publish. And going to add another one. I probably should have swapped them around. Now, I've added those as images. What you won't have seen is that, well, it's not there. I'm going to put it in. It may not do it. I'm going to say Commons. And the page I want to add is category Natatolana OC oculata. There we go. And I want to, oh, I need to spell it correctly. There it is. Publish. Could not save. Oh, probably because it's already there. Well, let's revise. Let's just check. And it was already up, which it should have been because I'd done the linkage. Okay, so what's great, and I prefer the second image. So I'm going to grab that. And I'm going to show you what happens with the Wikidata. With SEB, it should be already up. It may not be. Won't be in NL, will be in SV, won't be in VI, and won't be in WA. So, oh, look at it. It's both of them are there in SEB, which is nice. Doesn't look very elegant. It looks pretty horrible in lots of respects, but it's fine. Not there in the Dutch one, so we'll put it in. And because I've done this before, I know this is the image one. Oh, sorry, I know the one above it is the image one. And I'm going to be very rude here. I just say added image. I know it's not Dutch, but it means that when I come back to my own edits, I can sort out what I've done because I don't just add images in other things. Now I can take a look and see whether that's achieved what I hoped it would achieve. And there it is. And so I'll publish it. So publish, not in this one, so not, which is the Vietnamese one. Now, one of the nice things about all of these is they're roughly 1, 2, 3 along. I can't read Vietnamese, but it's the third one, as it is in most of them. And here we come up with something that's perfectly readable. So off we go. There it is. We've got an image. And again, I'll just say added image. Now, of course, you don't have to do that, but I think it's a courtesy to the other wikis. They've gone to the trouble of writing an article about this little animal. So I think it's a courtesy if you've got a picture to put it up in all of the other wikis. Not absolutely necessary. Notice also that although this is Waray, which is a Filipino language, how does one say it? Control V. The parameters in the taxon box are English because it's quite a late Wikipedia, and all of this infrastructure had already been built, and they just went with what we had. I'm going to just go publish there, which, oh no, I need to write one added image. And again, that would be the preview. Can't remember what that is. Clearly preview, and we'll do a preview just to show that it really is. There it is. And we'll go back and we'll do a publish. And if we were now to go to our image, which we can do by clicking on this thing, I think, open in Media Viewer. This is the original, I think. Oh, no, that's not what we want. Hard. No, I should have gone by something else. Oh, there it is. That's fine. It's just coming up. You can see how it's been used. It's been used on these pages and it's been used in Wikidata. I haven't bothered to put it up in the Swedish one, but it'll be there. So that's now all ready for me to use when I go to Naturalana Oculata. It's available easily because it's up in Wikidata on the taxon name. So anybody starting to write an article from scratch or linking to see what the Wikidata looks like can see that there is an image there. They can see that there's a commons. So GBIF quite frequently does that. Remember, it's worldwide, and there are numerous institutions which are contributing their images under Creative Commons licenses that are usable. So CC by SA 4.0 is perfectly okay. All it says is that you have to attribute, or it's share alike, that one. If it says by, it means you have to attribute it. This one didn't even say by, it was just CC. I probably should have clicked on it, and I might do that just to verify that indeed we are looking good. So I really probably need to put more information up there. I'm going to click on this just to verify that it is that, yes, it's a CC naught. So we're not even required to say who took the photograph or the fact that it came from the Smithsonian. No copyright. And lots of museums are doing that, which is one of the reasons why GBIF can be so useful, because Dutch museums, Danish museums, the odd US museum, mostly not Australian museums, but occasionally, yes, Australian museums. So it's always a good place to have a hunt for a license you can use. And there's one of them. All right, I'm going to stop sharing because I've certainly maundered on for long enough. And I'm going to say thank you. Oh, my goodness me. I hope that wasn't the one.